Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are y'all doing today? I'm starting to turn the corner. This is feeling good. I'm trying not to overdo it because I have a tendency to feel bad, and then when I start feeling good I do too much and then I put myself right back in the same hole. So I haven't done much today and I said I want to go ahead and film. I just wanted to get a little cute and film for you guys. So I decided to go ahead and get this out because ever since I mentioned it, y'all have been like, listen, if you don't come with the video, we are going to come for you. Like y'all have been a little aggressive about me posting this video, but it's good because it just shows how much I have put you guys on. I know a lot of people talk about She Sent It, but I feel like truthfully I have put a lot of people on, and so I felt like naturally I had to do this video because She Sent It is not only one of my favorite brands, but it has a special place in my heart because I kind of correlate my discovery of She Sent It with the takeoff of my channel, truthfully. So today we're going to be doing my best of She Sent It video. Now this is based on all of the products that I have tried thus far. I have tried almost everything that they make. There are some things that I have not used and I cannot comment on, but I mean, I would say I have tried about 85 to 90% of everything that She Sent It offers, from things that are still here to things that have been discontinued. So I put myself on a limit. I limited myself to 3 products in each category because some of them, you know, they like kind of bridge the gap between like certain products and stuff. Like it can be used as a leave-in, but as a refresher, you know, all that good stuff. So I'm going to be giving you guys my top 3 suggestions for each product category within She Sent It because She Sent It has a lot of products. So if you're interested in seeing my top rated, absolutely highly suggest, will always have in my collection products from She Sent It, then just keep on watching. So just also want to mention that I'm not going to be going into super deep detail about ingredients. I'm going to give you guys my opinion on each product and tell you why it is my top, but I'm not going to go massively in depth. I think almost every single one of these products I have a video on. And so I work really hard to give you guys that information and that content. Anything that has a video is going to be linked in the description box below. So if you have in-depth questions, you need to go to those videos because I'm not going to have the time to supply them for you in this video or in the comment section below. The information's there. You just got to go grab it. So let's go ahead and start with cleansers. I have 3 different types of cleansers here, and one is kind of like honorary in this category because I don't really use it like a cleanser, but we'll get into that. So let's start with a traditional shampoo. This is one of their newest release products, and it is the Plum, Nectar, and Agave Curl Perfection Shampoo, and it's a rich, nourishing sulfate-free cleanser. And this is formulated with Kakadu plum extract and agave, and it is also for all curl types. Y'all, this is an amazing shampoo. First of all, you don't need a lot to get your hair clean. I know that sometimes it's a little bit more difficult with super duper natural brands to get the cleanse that you want without the use of harsh detergents. You guys know that I am a cleansing nut, and this shampoo is right up my alley. First of all, the Plum, Nectar, and Agave fragrance is beautiful. Super fruity, slightly perfumey. I think it's probably bears one of the strongest fragrances within the brand. This is so cleansing. It has dope ingredients. I mean, really, I'm going to say that a lot, but I mean, She Sent It just has dope ingredients. She Sent It is known for having interesting ingredients in their products. They tend to be very extract heavy. They tend to be a little bit lighter in formulation, but they're very penetrative. They're very moisturizing. They're very hydrating. And I feel like it's one of the few brands that I can recommend to every single hair type because I feel like they have something that's going to work for everybody. This is one of my favorite cleansing products because of the potent cleanse that it gives my hair. I find that this leaves my hair very soft, very shiny, very bouncy, but super duper clean. I have used this after using products that have heavy butters, heavy oils, high concentrations of silicones, and it cleans my hair. Like, it cleans it. This, to me, is a super impressive shampoo. Something about this was like, I need it. And you need it. It's so good. If you have not tried this shampoo, I highly recommend it. It's super duper cleansing. It still gives a nice balance of hydration and moisture to the hair. And it leaves your hair perfectly prepped for whatever you're gonna do next. It's just amazing. And the way that my deep conditioners sink into my hair after cleansing with this is just indescribable. Highly suggest it. I know a lot of you guys struggle with shampoo, and I've gotten some requests to do a shampoo video, so I think I will. I'm kind of compiling information to give to you guys, but this is definitely a shampoo that I highly recommend if you're someone who's kind of afraid of very cleansing shampoos, because this does really good work. And then I know y'all knew this was going to be in here. Blueberry co-wash. This is one of the first products that I fell in love with from She Sent It a couple of years ago when I just pulled up the brand and bought like half the website. I love this co-wash so much. You guys know that I'm an avid co-washer. I typically co-wash midweek. Sometimes I'll skip it depending on what I have going on with my hair, but I typically co-wash midweek. It's a part of my regimen. It's something that I stick to for the most part. And blueberry co-wash, it's just life. It's just life. This is formulated with blueberry and yucca root. I find that this is like the perfect co-wash for just about anybody. Of course, it's a co-wash. It's not going to get out heavy product buildup. It's not going to get out silicones. And I feel like in general, She Sent It is the perfect brand to co-wash out because the products are lighter weight. They're not super duper dense in butters and oils. And this is just amazing. It has a beautiful texture. It's super creamy and it has wonderful slip. Sometimes the batches do vary a little bit. I'll find some are a little bit more cleansing and some are a little bit more moisturizing. But for the most part, I find that this gives me a really beautiful balance of moisture, but a light cleanse. It'll get off whatever light products I have that I've had on my hair. And it just makes my curls super duper plump. I absolutely love this co-wash. I think aside from like the As I Am co-washes, this is probably one of my most repurchased co-washes. This is actually a new bottle. I haven't cracked it open yet, but now, you know, we getting into the spring and summer, and especially with the job I work now and just the way that my life is going in the moment, I know that I'm going to be co-washing a lot more. I'm probably going to have to order a couple more bottles of this because this is definitely one of my favorites. If you are new to co-washing, I think this is great to have if you're new to co-washing, or if you just want something that's out of the ordinary when it comes to typical co-washes, this one is definitely special. It smells delicious. It's so slippery. It's so creamy. It gives you a nice, gentle, mild cleanse, perfect for midweek. So this is my baby. I feel like this is something that I'm always going to have in my collection because it is just, you can't, there's nothing comparable. There's nothing comparable. The last one in this category, I feel like I basically have it in here because I don't really have a place to put it. It kind of crosses over into the conditioner category, but this is the Passionfruit and Flax Charcoal Scalp Detox for all hair types, y'all. This little thing right here is dope. Now, I've seen a lot of people trying to compare this to the Master Hair Detox from Sultanicals. They're not comparable. The Master Hair Detox from Sultanicals is a clay base. It is a clay treatment. This, I feel, is a conditioner base with a heavy dose of charcoal to help kind of detox. Now, depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I'll basically use it as a co-wash. And it works really well in that form. I will also, if I feel like I need a little bit of extra oomph, I will go in with a shampoo, and then I will add a little bit of this just to kind of help detox, especially in that scalp area. I'll rinse it out, and then I will proceed with deep conditioning. Now, this is so moisturizing, you don't have to follow up with a conditioner afterward. Like I said, it is a conditioning base. I think in my review of this, I did basically kind of use it as a co-washing step. But it just says to apply to your hair and scalp, focusing mostly on the scalp, gently massage using your fingertips, and leave it on for about 3 minutes, and then rinse and continue on with the rest of your wash day. I find that this kind of gives that, you know, kind of like the extra clumpage. You can definitely feel that detoxification. You can tell that there's activated charcoal in here. And there's just something about this product that I feel like I haven't found in any other brand. And I feel like if you are new to She Sent It and you don't know where to start, this is definitely something that I feel like you need to try, because like I said, it kind of bridges that like co-wash but like conditioner. It's different, but when you try it, you see the magic in it. It's a beautiful product. It has amazing slip, so it's very easy to work through your strands. It's creamy. It smells amazing. It's just super duper effective, and again, it has great ingredients, especially ingredients that are going to help not just detoxify but also stimulate the scalp as well. This is definitely one of my favorite products from She Sent It, one of my favorite products that came out of the Passionfruit and Flax collection. I feel like this is definitely something that if you are a newcomer to She Sent It is absolutely worth trying. And I feel like you can put it into your regimen in different ways when it comes to like your cleansing and conditioning steps. So I feel like this is super versatile. It's great to have in the collection. It's one of their best-selling products. It's very hard to get sometimes because when it comes back in stock, people buy it up. There's a reason. This is definitely absolutely one of the best and most unique products from She Sent It. On to deep conditioning, which this one, it was a little bit harder to choose, only because I feel like you can't really go wrong with She Sent It deep conditioners. She Sent It is one of those brands where their deep conditioners are just phenomenal. Like I don't know what kind of flex they're pulling in the lab, but like all the deep conditioners have something special about them, and there may be some that aren't like, oh my god, like I have to have it, but it's still damn good, you know what I mean? So it was a little difficult to pick my third one, but I felt like I had to have 3 in there because She Sent It deep conditioners are dope. So let's talk about the one that I'm sure y'all know, Royal Honey and Argan Hair Mask. I absolutely love this deep conditioner. It has been a favorite since I tried it. This is actually one of the first self-care Sundays that I did. Like I'm telling y'all, like the connection with She Sent It is very, very real. This was one of the first self-care Sundays that I did, and I fell in love with it, and the love has never changed. It's never waned. You can see I'm halfway through this jar here. It's one of those deep conditioners where if I'm just in a funk with my hair, I feel like nothing is giving me what I want. This is one of the deep conditioners that I go back to because she never switches up on me. She never wanes. She is just always here for me. Now, I have an obsession with honey, argan oil, and marshmallow, and this has all of those things in it. It has beautiful ingredients. It's definitely one of the thicker deep conditioners from She Sent It. What I love about it is that when you apply it, it grips onto the strands so beautifully. You can automatically feel it just kind of being attracted to your hair. My hair soaks up every little bit of this, and when I rinse it out, it's so buttery and soft, but not overly soft, because y'all know that's not... Sis already has super duper fine strands, so I have to be careful. It just does such amazing work. I absolutely love this one. I don't even know how many jars of this I have repurchased at this point. I always have one. Always. It's amazing. It's backup worthy. I don't have a backup right now because every time I try to go buy it, it's out of stock. But it's backup worthy. It's totally just one of the best deep conditioners. that I have found in my natural hair journey. And it just has a special place in my heart. Like, I feel like no matter what happens in my life, I'm always going to go back to Royal Honey and Argan. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. You want to come hang out? Do y'all talk to your pets like they're people? Because y'all already know I talk to Ellie like she's a person. And she already said, bitch, I'm human. Next on the list, if you watch me often, then you also know what this is. I recently just purchased another one because I recently emptied one. This is the Marula Mallow Miracle Melt Mask for very dry hair. And this is formulated with marula, marshmallow, and castor oil. Well, there she is. This one right here, I don't have anything like this. Even though it seems like, oh, it's just going to be another standard deep conditioner. First of all, that Marula Mallow fragrance is just everything. But it has kind of like a richness to it. And this leaves my hair so incredibly soft. To the point where I have to be particular about when I use this. I have to be at a point where like my hair is like really dry, kind of going through it, or maybe it just feels rough for no reason. If at any point my hair just feels rough, I pick this up because it is so softening and so moisturizing. It says that it's a weekly luxurious deep conditioning treatment that melts down knots and tangles. Y'all, it says it adds intensive moisture. Absolutely. If you have super duper rough feeling hair, try this. I know sometimes we end up maybe like we over manipulate our hair, or we've just put something in it, maybe we've heat styled it and it just feels a little rough. She comes through every time. I also love to use this if I've used like a strong protein treatment and I feel like I need something that's going to give me just a little bit of extra softness. I'll go in with this afterward and it just does the work. Ingredients are amazing. It's packed with awesome oils, humectants. It's just so good. It's so creamy. The slip is everything. This doesn't quite grip to the strands the way that the Royal Honey and Argan does, but the slip on this is still like 10 out of 10. Beautiful hair mask. I feel like Marula Mallow is just like a really good collection in general. Like I feel like the products are just like kind of another one of those like a baseline products, you know? I love this deep conditioner. This is another one that I've repurchased quite often, and I do have a self-care Sunday on this as well. I love this hair mask. It's just like, it's like softening bay, you know? Like it's just a beautiful softening deep conditioner. If you need softness, she's got you. And then of course, I told y'all I was struggling to decide where this was going to hit, because for the longest I have my third like top pick would have been the pomegranate pear, and I still love that one. I still love her. She gets tons of use. She's always in the queue. But this one popped up and was like, listen, pomegranate pear, you don't have to slide over for a minute because I'm coming with a little extra. And that is the Plum, Nectar, and Agave Moisture Rich Hair Mayo Deep Conditioning Treatment. Y'all, this stuff, I feel like the Plum, Nectar, and Agave line just hits different. It does, just hits different. This has a high concentration of cockatoo plum, agave, and sunflower seed oil in here. There's also some avocado and sweet almond oil. This, it's so rich and luxurious. Again, the fragrance on this collection is absolutely mouth-wateringly divine. That alone is incentive enough to get this collection. But the texture of this is beautiful, and it's so rich and creamy that it spreads through the hair so easily, and you can get so much use out of this. I am only right here on the container, and I've used this 3 times. It's so good. It gives me a lot of moisture, but I also feel like the elasticity in my hair is just like on 10,000 when I rinse this out. If you guys have seen my Plum, Nectar, and Agave video, you know the progression, right? Like there is a genuine progression when using this collection, because from the moment you wash your hair to the time that you apply your deep conditioner to the time you add your leave-in and then the gel, like you see a great progression, and you can tell that all the products together make sense, right? And this really like gets the ball rolling in terms of imparting that moisture. It has a beautiful balance of extracts as well as oils in here, so it really gives me that plumpness. It kind of tightens the strand a little bit and adds to that elasticity boost, while also giving me the nourishment from those oils, kind of coating my strands and just making them feel super duper plump and supple and juicy. This is a beautiful deep conditioner. I highly recommend it. Even though it's one of the newer products, I feel like it's a product that all of you guys need to try. And I hope they keep it in the lineup. Like, I need y'all to keep this in the lineup, because look, if it's making it into this video, y'all know I know she sent it, like I know the back of my behind. So if it's making it in this video, that means that it's good enough to where I feel like y'all need to have this at all times. This is a beautiful deep conditioner. I've already gotten a backup of it for the simple fact that I don't know if it's going to stay around, but it needs to stay around because it's amazing. It's dope. I highly recommend it. Let's move on to leave-in conditioners. I've tried almost every leave-in conditioner that She Sent It makes. I think the only one I haven't used is I have the cranberry cream hair cocktail up there that I haven't opened. But yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So I have a very pointed opinion on the leave-in conditioners, and I feel like all of them super penetrative. I find all of them to be very moisturizing, but I do have certain ones that I prefer. The first one that I want to talk about is the Marula Mallow leave-in styler. This guy is literally right here. This is the first bottle that I purchased, and I mean, it just tells you, it goes to show how little of it you need to get the job done. This is a beautiful leave-in conditioner. This is packed with marula oil, cocoa butter, and marshmallow root. It is thin, but it packs more of a punch than you expect. I like this because I can use it on its own and get great moisture, or I can use this underneath one of their creams, one of their moisture creams, to kind of add an extra coating to the strands and just give a little bit of a boost during like the colder months. So usually when it's warmer outside, I use this on its own underneath things, and when it's cold outside, I will use this underneath a cream and then put a gel on top. I also love this because it mixes with a multitude of things in my stash. I find this to be very versatile. It mixes with like my Ecos. It mixes with all of my main choice gels. I think the only thing that it doesn't really mix with is like my Uncle Funky's. And then of course some of the other stylers in the She Sent It range, because they do formulate their gels to work with their companions. This is an absolute staple. I need to order another one. This is another product where when I try to order it, it's gone. But it is honestly that good. It has amazing ingredients. It has dope slip as well. This is also one of my favorite leave-ins to use if I'm doing like that whole braid out on dirty hair situation. And I just use a little bit of this added to each section, braid it up. And I love it because this adds a lot of slip. So it makes that process super duper easy, but this also adds a lot of shine to my hair. So it adds an additional boost of shine, a nice boost of moisture if I'm doing that. But this is just a dope leave-in. It's super versatile because of its lightness, but don't let that fool you. Don't let the lightness of the product fool you, because she does not come to play. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. My next leave-in is the Passionfruit and Flax Creamy Leave-In. This is a step up in creaminess compared to this one. It's still light though, super duper penetrative. And this one is also glycerin free. Great to use underneath glycerin free gels. I absolutely love using this with their Passionfruit and Flax jelly. This is really, really nice. It has a really nice, it's like a, kind of like a sheer cream. Like it definitely has substance to it. You can see it kind of hanging there. It's a little bit more creamy without upsetting the integrity of the lightness that these products have, if that makes sense. You guys know that for me, with my fine strands, sometimes it's hard to find products that don't weigh my hair down. And even though I don't always mind that, like a lot of times I'm like, I welcome the weight, but there are a lot of other times too where I'm just like, I want my moisture, but I want my bounce and I want my volume. And this allows me to have that. There's passion fruit extract and aloe vera in here. There's also some beetroot extract as well. So this is just so good. Like, I just love it. I love the texture of it. I love the slip that it gives. And I also find that this gives really good shine to my hair as well. So this quickly became one of my favorite leave-in conditioners from She Sent It when I tried it in my passion fruit and flax review. And that has not waned. I actually have another bottle chilling in my backup stash. So she's really good. If you have been kind of eyeing her, I highly suggest checking this one out. And then last but not least, in the leave-in collection, this is the thickest out of all the leave-ins that I have tried from She Sent It. And this is the Tahiti Cocktail Leave-In Smoothie Hydrating Detangler for dry, thirsty curls. And this is formulated with dragon fruit, beetroot, and ginger. And this collection in general, the Tahiti Cocktail Collection, is very fruit extract heavy, which you guys know I love for my curls. There's just something about my hair to be like, vitamin C, bring it. Now, I know that's not always a favorite for a lot of other people. So if you have issues with that, vitamin C or fruit extracts, this may not be your vibe. That's why I told myself to pick 3. So that you guys had options. But this one is amazing. I think for those people who have kind of struggled with the lightness that a lot of their leave-in conditioners have, this kind of comes in and fixes that. This one is definitely a thicker leave-in. It's bordering on a cream, bordering on like a hair milk, but it definitely, when you apply it to the hair, it still gives you the lightness of a leave-in conditioner. Again, this has tons of really great fruit extracts. I mean, this is packed from top to bottom with beautiful extracts. There are some light oils in here as well and some emollients, but it's very, very extract heavy. I love the way that this glides through my curls. It makes my hair feel super duper moisturized and soft, but it also kind of adds to my curl definition. I think because of those extracts in there, vitamin C is known to kind of constrict the hair strand, which kind of adds to that plumpness, and for some people can kind of make them feel like they have protein in their hair. For me and my fine strands, that my hair is like, girl, let's get it. And I absolutely love it. This leave-in conditioner is also a really great one to have in the summer months. And I say that because this doesn't really attract a lot of moisture to the hair, which I appreciate. Sometimes for me and my strands, it's really difficult in the summer, and I actually experience more dryness in the summertime because of the way that my hair pulls in humidity from the environment. My hair is like that, my mom's hair is like that, my brother's hair is like that. It just, no matter what we do, it pulls in whatever moisture is just chilling from around us. And this is kind of the first step for me in combating that. I don't know if it's because of all the extracts in it, but I love the way that this functions in my hair because I can get the moisture and I can keep the moisture without having to worry about my hair feeling gummy or gross. So this is definitely like highly, 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 highly recommend. All right, let's move on to creams and milks. The first one I have to mention in this category, y'all already know. Just got a new bottle. It took me like a year and a half to finish the first one because it literally took nothing. Now, this is a little different from the first time I purchased this. The one that I had first was very, very runny. They've definitely thickened her up a little bit which I'm fine with. She just feels a little bit more like a milk, but it does still have a lightness to it. So I went ahead and put it in the milks and creams category. But this is considered a multifunctioning leave-in styler. And this is packed with pomegranate. There's prickly pear extract as well as avocado. It's very well balanced between extracts and emollients and humectants, which I think really makes this like shine for me. But what I also love about it is the slip and the way that it immediately starts to define my curls. This gets it popping before I put anything else on. I am telling you, y'all, like, I love this so much. I don't really use this outside of using it with my pomegranate pear hair pudding, even though this does mix well with the macadamia fixing gel. This is just like the perfect base. I feel like if you are one of those people that likes to do like a leave-in and a cream, this prevents you from having to do that step. It's super hydrating, but also super duper moisturizing. It glides through the hair like butter. It just feels so good upon application. And she's just my baby. Like, pomegranate pear is literally like my baby. It is my staple go-to hair. It is the hair that gets me noticed. It is the hair that people like shove a piece of paper in my face and are like, write down what you have in your hair, you know? Like, I remember the first time I tried this and the pudding, I got so many compliments that day. It was just crazy. And I'm just like, I'm used to getting compliments on my hair, but that was just like out of bounds. This really starts the whole process. It gets the train going. So I highly suggest this. It definitely is a little bit thicker in formulation now. Not quite as runny, but she's still dope. She's still dope and I love her. And this is another product that I feel like I'm always going to have in my collection. Like, if you took away 98% of my collection, she would still be chilling here because I wouldn't give her up. You'd have to pry her out of my cold, dead hands. Serious. And then I have two creams. I'm pretty sure these aren't going to be any shock to you guys. The first one is the Royal Honey and Argan Buttercream, and it's a rich moisturizing hair cream for very dry hair. And this is packed with avocado, marshmallow, honey, coconut oil, castor seed oil. There's moringa extract in here as well. This is a beautiful hair cream. I have a video using this and the other one that I'm about to show you. Y'all, I've been working on using her up. I have been trying to really make sure that I use this up. I love to use this in conjunction with my Marula Mallow leave-in in the winter months. Actually, Ashkin's Curls put me onto this. I feel like she doesn't get all the credit that she deserves. Like, Ashkin be putting me onto stuff, and I know she puts a lot of people onto stuff, and I feel like she does not get the credit that she deserves. Her or Trini, like, they were the first people that I ever heard talk about She Scented, and they put me on, and then I started really putting a lot of you guys on. But this was a Ashkin combo, and when she mentioned it, I was like, that actually sounds good. And I think the amazing thing for me is that even though I do have fine strands, I can use both of these on my hair, and it doesn't weigh my hair down. I get beautiful, fluffy, super moisturized results. This cream it has a really nice whip texture, and it has a lot of emollients, but you can definitely feel that it brings a lot of that moisture to your hair as well. This is just perfect. Like, it's just a great cream. This is not a holding cream though. This does not provide me any type of hold. This purely provides me moisture. I feel like it's very balanced, and I love the lightness of this cream. It's just so good, and it gives me so much added shine. This, and put the Tropical Moringa on top from Main Choice in the winter. I've suggested that to you guys a lot. I'm telling y'all, most moisturized hair of life. Deep wave, fresh out the pack juiciness. All I'm saying. This is definitely like one of my staple hair creams. It's a hair cream that I go back to time and time again. And I just love She Scented hair creams because I feel like any texture can use them, but these definitely are great if you have a fine texture and you want to use something that's a step up. You want to use a cream, but you just can never use a cream because they're too heavy. These are perfect. So I absolutely love the Royal Honey and Argan Buttercream, but I do almost equally love the Avocado Curl Nourish Hair Cream, even though you can see I've used the Royal Honey and Argan a lot. Not quite as much as this guy here, but I do pull it out from time to time. I have to use a lot less of this than I do the Royal Honey and Argan. This is really good too. Now this one isn't quite as whipped as the Royal Honey and Argan, and these two kind of differ in some of the oils and butters and humectants that they use. So this one features glycerin. It also has some shea butter, castor, and sweet almond oil as well. But this does have the avocado oil high up too. There's also some hydrolyzed silk in this as well. I do have a battle of these two creams on my channel. I will link that either in the cards or in the description box below. But I find that this gives me a fluffier look to my hair. It makes my hair a little bit more fluffy. It doesn't quite add the shine that this one does. It works really well in that combo that I was telling you guys about too. So lay this down, add this, and then put Pearly Braid Out Glaze on top. It works very, very well. But this is what I go to when I want super duper moisturized but still fluffy hair. This one gives me a little bit more definition and a little bit more weight. This gives me a lot of fluff, and I think that's because of the glycerin in this product. It's so good. Like, so good. Usually, like, when I'm suggesting these to people, I say kind of pick your humectant. You know what I mean? This one focuses on honey, and this one, even though it does focus on the avocado, this one does use glycerin as its main humectant. So these are both beautiful hair creams. Highly suggest them for any hair type, but especially if you are someone with fine hair who just can't find a cream. Like, try the She Scented creams because they're amazing. And they're going to work for super duper tight textures and coarse hair, but they're also going to work for people with very fine hair textures as well. They're absolutely beautiful, and I highly, highly suggest them. We are down to the end. We just have stylers and refreshers, and then I can let y'all go. I feel like y'all are gonna know what my 3 stylers are. First things first, my ultimate styler, my baby, the Pomegranate Pear Oil and Gel Hair Pudding Touchable Hold Styling Gel. I love this stuff so much. It is the epitome of, like, defined, juicy, lightweight curls. It's so good. And the thing about this is that the first time I used it, the way that it lays the hair down when your hair is dry and you're like, this is probably going to be like more of a weighty wash and go. But when you actually go, you know, scrunch your hair out, you get this big, fluffy, beautiful result. That's what she looks like right there. And I do have a video featuring these products as well. And again, the pomegranate pear scent is amazing, but I just love it. It has a beautiful jelly texture. It glides onto the hair beautifully. This is one of those gels that at first you're like, I don't know if this mixes, but when you continue to work it in, it's all fine. I do have to be a little bit more generous with this than I am with a lot of other stylers. This isn't going to be like, you know, an Uncle Funky's where, you know, you want to use like 1 pump per section, you know, like it's not like that. I do have to be a little bit more generous with it, but it's worth it because the result that you get when your hair comes out, I mean, like, y'all, I'm telling you, that first day I used this, people were just stopping me. Like, I couldn't go anywhere without someone asking me what was in my hair. And till this day, this gets me compliments. Like, this makes people stop me and ask me what I have in my hair. The Pomegranate Pear Moisture Milk and the Oil and Gel Hair Pudding are 2 products that just forever get me noticed. They give my hair some of the best wash days ever, and it never fails. Super consistent. Always gonna have a jar of that in my stash because it is just everything. And it's one of those wash and goes that I crave going back to. Like, I crave using those products because they make my hair look so good. And I mean, who doesn't like getting compliments? Of course, I have to shout out my Tahiti Cocktail Curl Enhancing Jelly Custard. This sculpts, shapes, and defines curls, and this is formulated with dragon fruit, honey, and castor oil. Y'all, this right here. Now, I haven't used her in quite a few months, but she's making her comeback because this is a summertime staple. I remember when I did the video on this and I was so pissed at myself for waiting to use it because this right here, I don't know how, but it like, it just wards off humidity. Like the humidity tries to roll up in there and the gel is like knobby. Not today, not today. This stuff creates a shield over my curls. I don't know if it is that it is so extract heavy. This does have pectin in it, and there is some xanthan gum midway through, as well as some raw honey. But this literally, it makes my curls so shiny. It goes on super buttery smooth. The texture of this is like that of like a lemon curd filling that you would put in a pie. It's so good. It smells delicious. It smells like a tropical sherbet. It's so good. So not only does it make you smell amazing, but it makes you look amazing. And the finished result of this is just beautiful. For me, it's a little crunchy and a little weighty, but as the days go on, my hair just gets bigger, but it doesn't let that humidity in. I absolutely love this product so much because of what it does for my curls. I don't have anything that does what this does. Even though the texture is similar to the MAYO Honey and Ginger Styling Gel, that one still doesn't do what this one does for me. I don't have anything that functions the way that this does in my hair. It's so shiny and bouncy and defined, but I don't have to worry about anything coming for her. Like if I want 7 days, I get 7 days. So if you rely on the elements to help continue to add that moisture to your hair, you rely on stylers that function in that manner, then this ain't gonna do it for you. But if you're someone who struggles with humidity, I highly suggest giving this a try because I don't know what they did. I don't know what kind of sorcery they got going on up in there, but that right there is the shit. Last but not least, absolutely not least, I have been using this a lot. The Plum, Nectar, and Agave Curl Perfection Styling Custard for all curl types. Y'all, these newer stylers have really been coming in and just getting it for me. And I love this. First of all, make you smell good. This is another one of those products that whenever I have this in my hair, people stop me. Like, I remember there was like, maybe like a week before we went on shutdown, I put this in my hair, and I can't tell you how many people put their grimy hands in my head because they were like, oh my God, your curls. And I'm just like, listen, yes, my hair is beautiful, but don't touch me. I don't know where you've been. So then I had to go home and wash my hair because I didn't know where they've been at. Like, but this is that kind of styler. Like, it gets me noticed to the point where it gets obnoxious. I'm not even gonna lie. My curls are so shiny and bouncy and defined, but they last so well. And humidity, y'all know, like, winter here sometimes be like summer. So this lasts really well in any kind of temperature, and even with high humidity, this does really, really well in my hair. It's not humidity resistant the way this one does. This one plays with the humidity a little bit more. But this also has really great ingredients like the Cockadoo Plum, the sunflower. This one does contain glycerin, but I feel like it's really well balanced with like the oils and the extracts in here, and I think that's why my hair responds so well to it. Like, listen, when I did that video, I was not expecting to get the lay down, to get the sheer, beautiful, shiny results that I did. And then when it dried, I was like, you know what? Shut the camera off. Like, It was just too beautiful. This stuff is so good. This is another product that I have a backup of, and y'all can see I have been using this a lot. It's everything. It's everything. So I highly suggest all three of these stylers. They're different levels of holds. And they give you different properties. They definitely give you very different wash and goes, but they're all stellar. They're all beautiful. I love them. Last but not least, I have two curl refreshers. So She Scented actually makes some of my favorite curl refreshers, mostly because they don't, even though they do contain like small amounts of glycerin, I feel like these specifically don't make the hair feel overly moist and gummy once you apply them. I put them in, I let them dry, kind of scrunch my hair back out, and I'm good to go. So the first one is the Pomegranate Pear Hydrating Curl Spray. This is considered a moisturizing leave-in conditioner, but I mostly use this as a refresher. Every now and then I'll use this underneath, like if I have a gel that doesn't really work with a creamier leave-in, then I will use this. This is amazing. It has dope ingredients. It's fluid, but it still has a lot of substance to it. What I like about it is that it has some tact to it. And so when you spray it on the curls, and I'll just show you, it has a really nice mist. Beautiful enveloping mist. It feels so good when you apply it to your hair. Oh, it smells so good. But this will kind of attract to the strands. It will kind of get a little sticky like a styler, and then when it dries, it's kind of like you have put a brand new cast on your hair. So it adds extra hydration and moisture to your hair, but it also kind of resets and reactivates whatever you have on your hair. I love this. It works on a multitude of wash and goes for me. I also like to use this just to kind of like rehydrate my hair if I'm going to do the whole like braid out on dirty hair situation. This is great for that too. But I mean, I love the mister. I love the formulation of this product. I feel like if you have just struggled to have a good curl refresher in your hair care routine, this is a good one because it actually kind of goes in and resets the curls and doesn't disturb them with the way a lot of curl refreshers do. So highly recommend her. This is a really good one to have in your regimen. The very last product, I've been using this a lot lately. This is the Tahiti Cocktail Hydrating Iced Tea. And it says that it provides intensive moisture, strengthens, and smooths hair, and it's for all hair types. Now this again has a lot of fruit extracts in it, which I think is probably also why I love it. This also does have some glycerin as well as some coconut water in here. And I love this so much. Now this doesn't give you the tacky feeling. It really does a good job of rehydrating the curls. I feel like this also adds some extra shine to my hair as well as some extra bounce. I know a lot of you guys have said that you have locks and you use this to rehydrate your locks if you feel like you need to. This is so good and so versatile, and I absolutely love it. Plus it smells amazing. It smells so fruity and delicious. So I like to use this to rehydrate, like if I'm doing that braid out on dirty hair. I love this to refresh my wash and goes. I just douse my hair in it, let it dry, and it's good. I like that it doesn't upset anything, even though it doesn't add any extra hold the way this one does. It doesn't upset what I already have. It just reactivates, rehydrates, and once everything is dry, it looks like a fresh wash and go. I absolutely love this to death. Super versatile. It's definitely more watery compared to this. It literally looks and feels like iced tea. It's so good. Like, it is so good, and definitely has hardcore summer vibes. You will smell like the most delicious cocktail ever. So I absolutely love this. These like really keep me covered. They're really good, super universal, do a lot of good work on the hair. So yeah, those are my top refreshers. All right, y'all, that is it for my best of She Scented video. Honestly, like, I thought this was going to be difficult to decide, but literally I walked over and I was like, okay, I got everything. Like, it really wasn't that hard because these are products that I use consistently. Even though I do have a lot of these products, I empty a lot of these products, I use a lot of these products. So I feel like I said, I know this brand like the back of my behind. It's amazing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoy this. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on this video. Again, I will make sure to link every single video that I have on any of these products in the description box below. And also make sure you check out my TGIN video that I just did. This is actually the hair from that video, and it feels amazing and looks amazing. I've also been getting tons of compliments on this hair too. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and check that out. I will leave that up in the cards above and at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.